The original Men in Black from 1997 is a really solid movie. It's hardly perfect, but the chemistry between Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones is indisputable, and the insane underground alien world created a place that was always good for some fun. Yet somehow, sequel after sequel seems to be saying that the original was somehow lightning in a bottle. For the first time, a film in this franchise is not being directed by Barry Sonnenfeld. Instead, we get F. Gary Gray, who is a very good director, and since this movie essentially functions as a spin-off of the original trilogy, it would make sense to bring in a new voice to the story. The story also brings in Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson as the two main agents, which again seems like a great idea. The two have proven chemistry seen in Thor Ragnarok.
It's a car seemed like the best place to drink and forget and to die one day.
Well, I was thinking that you'd drink too much and it probably was going to kill you.
I don't plan to stop drinking.
Oh.
Liam Neeson is also brought on board as the new team leader. As far as major cast and crew, this movie is going in all the right directions. Yet, despite all that good groundwork, the end result is arguably the worst of the franchise. And if you are losing to Men in Black 2, something has gone disastrously wrong. With just watching the trailers, they introduced the idea that the story will involve a mole in the Men in Black.
We've never faced a threat like the Hive. They can take the form of anyone.
I haven't seen that before.
Even our own agents.
When that idea was said, my mind automatically said, so that's why Liam Neeson is in this movie. He's the mole. I would normally feel compelled to say spoiler warning, but this movie doesn't treat this like a twist. There's a very brief bit early on where High T, Liam Neeson, acts super suspicious, and once the leads decide to look into a possible mole, the only suspect they research is High T, and the twist is, he is the villain. It would be like watching a Batman movie, waiting for him to suspect that guy in the clown makeup may be up to no good.
I'll bash him brutally.
The story isn't completely without its merits. Molly, Tessa Thompson, helps an alien escape from the Men in Black in her room when she is a child. Her parents get neuralized, but she doesn't, and she spends the rest of her life tracking down the mystery suit-wearing organization. That's not bad at all. What is less impressive is finding out the alien she helps is later the bodyguard of an alien they need information from. He is willing to help them once he recognizes her. Wow! That was a torturously fortuitous event that isn't a symptom of lazy writing at all. As you can guess, she does track down the group and joins them, where she is sent to the London branch and works with their top agent H, Chris Hemsworth. We know he's their top agent because we are told this. What we see of him in the field at this point is that his skills involve sleeping with an alien to get the cure for an alien snake bite he got. So H's skills include the fact that Chris Hemsworth is good looking.
I wasn't always Thor. When I got to Hollywood, they said I'd never make it as an actor. They said I was too tall, too blonde, my muscles were too big. It didn't happen overnight for me. I bounced around Hollywood for days.
Does that really make him their top agent? Because if it does, they're in trouble. None of the chemistry these two had in Thor Ragnarok is transferred over to this movie. It largely feels like the actors are fumbling in their roles because the script failed to give them well-defined characters to work with. The movie barely has a story to speak of. It feels like a series of randomly strewn about events that may have worked if the events were fun, which they are not. This team is outrageously sloppy, using their gadgets in full view of everyone and almost never wiping anyone's memories.
We do not discharge our weapons in view of the public!
This is a nitpick, but in High T's office, we see two portraits of when the Men in Black saved the world. The first is a picture of H and High T from an event in the beginning of the movie. The second is J and K defeating the bugs in the first movie. This doesn't work, since in that movie, K makes a poignant speech about how this is essentially a normal day for their occupation.
There's always an alien battle cruiser or a Carillion death ray or an intergalactic plague that's about to wipe out life on this miserable little planet. The only way these people get on with their happy lives is they do not know about it.
It's not clear if Men in Black International is the worst movie in the franchise or not, but it is without a doubt the most boring. At least Men in Black 2 could get so bad it's good sometimes, a feat to which this movie can only aspire.
They think order and chaos are somehow opposites and try to control what won't.